Hey guys! So today we're going to do a makeup transformation, as you could tell by this nurse looking outfit I have on, of the new movie, The Purge election year. This is the third in the series. I saw this bloody Lady Liberty mask in the movie that has these glow-in-the-dark stitched up eyes and mouth that reminds me of Jack Skellington a little bit. And I'm like, I have to do this makeup. Snapchat even did a filter on it on their app. I know this is very creepy. Warning, this video is going to have some blood in it for any younger audience, just to let you know. This is kind of scary, and I always love the Purge movies, so let's see if we could turn into Bloody Lady Liberty. Putting my hair in a wig cap just because it gets my hair out of the way and it blends into the background, because the background is black today because we want it to be dark and creepy. And now that you look like the cafeteria lady who serves people school lunch with this outfit and hairnet on, I'm going to glue down my eyebrows to make them flat. I feel like I've been doing this a lot lately. Basically, I take a layer of glue, wait till it gets a little dry and a little bit tacky, put some translucent powder on it, and then do another layer. Usually do 2, 3, or maybe even 4 layers depending on how thick your eyebrows are. Hair dryers really work in between these layers very well, as long as you don't get it too hot or too close and melt the glue. Testing out the headband of Lady Liberty to see if my ears poke through or not, because we might want to paint those too. And then I'm going to get some green cream paint to use over those eyebrow covers. This is from my Makeup Forever Flash palette, but you can use a midnight wheel, which is a lot cheaper than this. You want to put it around your eyes, but leave your eyelids completely bare. You're going to put it on the parts of your face that usually crease, like around your eyes and around your nose. And you know, you're going to start looking like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And you're going to powder all that down to set it as well. Before moving on to aqua paints, I'm going to get a green aqua paint that matches this cream paint as perfectly as I can. I feel like aqua paints give the face a more artistic feel, because we're going to make this look like a mask that's kind of like a statue and layer different colors of greens and teals on to make it look like the Statue of Liberty face from the movie. You don't want to drag this down below your chin. Again, you want this to look like a mask, and you also want to remember to paint your ears because they will show through from the headband that we're going to put on later. And then getting a darker aqua paint and layering that on top on certain areas that give it shadow and depth. You really want to look at reference pictures for this, because this is going to give your face more definition on parts of the statue, just like in the Lady Liberty of this Purge movie. And of course, use a hairdryer after each layer of paint, especially with aqua paints, because it will dry it pretty fast, girl, and you can work even faster. Now that you look like moss has covered your entire face, I'm going to get some teal aqua paint with a black stipple sponge. This black stipple sponge gives enough texture to where it almost looks like dots, and it almost looks like glow in the dark, really cool green spots on the face. This definitely reminds me of the glowing green parts in Hayao Miyazaki animated movies, like in the forest of Princess Mononoke. If anybody's seen that movie, I'm a huge fan. You kind of start looking like the army green soldiers from Toy Story as well, like you're trying to camouflage into something. Drying that with a hairdryer. Now I'm just getting some black cream paint and putting that on the area of the eyelids that we left blank. These are going to be the holes of the eyes where the Statue of Lady Liberty has actual hollow holes in her eyes, the real one, and just like in the movie. And then after you do that, you want to get a flat top brush and pat on a black matte eyeshadow to hopefully seal this paint on your eyes so that it won't crease as much. Then I'm just getting a teal cream paint with a very thin brush and doing little random sporadic dots on my face to give it more texture, just like Bloody Lady Liberty has in the movie. Speaking of Bloody Lady Liberty, that sounds like a great character name. I'm getting some fake blood with a Q-tip. You want to get thick fake blood. You could definitely make fake blood yourself using some corn syrup or whatever materials you have, but it's going to be very thin if you usually make it yourself, unless you know how to make specific thick blood. But I usually buy my thick blood. If I need thinner blood, I will make it sometimes. But we're just spreading that thick blood in drippy marks like your skull is being cracked open. I know this is very creepy. I'm also going to get some chunky brown darker blood. This is like older blood that's been, sitting around and probably smells like rust. Can you smell the rusty blood through the screen? No, I hope not. But But this is going to give your blood some definition. I know that's weird, but it's going to make it shiny and look real because our head is not flat, especially if it gets wounded. You definitely could see inside your head, and I feel like this gives it more dimension. And we're just going to drip this blood on our face, down near our eyes, but not in it. And I'm just going to use excess amount of blood that's on my fingers and put it on my costume because there's splattered blood on the outfit of Lady Liberty. And now I'm just getting the headpiece of this Lady Liberty costume. I got this costume at a random Halloween store. I'm fitting it on my head to make sure it fits right. And I'm going to put some blood on it. Some fake, drippy, dark blood. I'm using dark blood because I feel like it shows up better. You kind of want to look like you stabbed someone with this Lady Liberty crown. That's the type of blood drips you want to put on it. I know that's weird to say. And once you're done putting blood on that Lady Liberty headpiece, you could be completely done with this makeup look. It looks similar to the movie. But if you want to go exactly to the movie and just a little bit further and more precise and creepy and cool, you get some glow-in-the-dark makeup. I got some green Krylon paint online and I'm putting it on that Lady Liberty headpiece just on the outer edge of it. The part of it that meets my head. We want to paint a nose ring shape on the tip of our nose. And I'm powdering my face down before I take that same cream makeup that glows in the dark and that's green and putting X's on my eyes. They almost look like stitch marks that very much remind me of Tim Burton or Jack Skellington or Sally. I feel like he would have drawn this on a character. So you want them to be big X's even across your eyelids and on that black part that we painted on our actual eyelid. There are double lines on each eye in X's that overlap each other on certain parts. And this mask has a definite grin that's also stitched as well. So you want to do that stitched mouth as well all the way across your face almost. To the outer part of the eye is when they end on that creepy stitched glow-in-the-dark smile. You can put your Lady Liberty crown back on, and for this to work, you might need some black lights, of course. I got a black studio light also, thanks to blacklight.com. These are super duper pricey, but I really wanted to make it original. And now we are completely done with the Lady Liberty mask from the movie The Purge election year. This is so creepy and cool. I really like the black light effect. This was so much fun to do and so challenging for me because I've never done glow-in-the-dark makeup before. I even love how bright this outfit is in the black light and how you can see the blood creepily dripping down this Lady Liberty mask. But sadly, it is time to turn off all the black lights and turn back into ourselves. I had so much fun doing this. This was so challenging. I've never done black light makeup before, so I really hope you guys like it because I worked really hard. And all the products I used in this video and equipment for the glow-in-the-dark makeup will be down below in the description box as always. If you guys do any of my makeups, they don't have to be glow-in-the-dark or anything, but just even trying them, I would love to see all your efforts and you guys are so talented. Please post them on Instagram and tag me on there, #katsketch. Some of you guys asked me to do this on Snapchat, on Twitter, on Facebook, and I just had to, so I hope you guys liked the outcome. Thank you so much for inspiring me to push myself and keep trying new things. If you guys would like to see more of my makeup videos in the future and a brand new series coming, you guys could definitely subscribe and like this video to see more. My face is still looking a little bit green, even trying to take all that off, and I look a little bit like the Exorcist girl with this green tinge, so it's time for me to go. And I love you all, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye!